Chairman Capito, Ranking Member Whitehouse, and members of the committee, good morning. And thank you for the opportunity to discuss GAO's past work on the Superfund program. The Environmental Protection Agency administers the Superfund program to clean up sites contaminated by hazardous substances. Some of the nation's most seriously contaminated sites are listed on the National Priorities List. Superfund sites can include mining sites, landfills, and former manufacturing sites. And as has been noted already, cleanups of these sites are often expensive and lengthy. My statement today is based on several issued reports as well as on updated appropriations data. Specifically, my statement discusses trends in Superfund program appropriations, numbers of NPL sites and reasons for changes, and factors identified as affecting the timeliness of NPL site cleanups. Appropriations for the Superfund program have generally declined since fiscal year 1999. In 1999, the program received about $2.6 billion. In fiscal year 2024, it received $537 million. Since the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act and the Inflation Reduction Act recently reinstated some Superfund taxes, an additional $1.44 billion was also made available to the program in FY 2024. The Superfund program also received supplemental appropriations in some years. For example, in 2009, the Recovery Act provided $600 million, and the IIJA provided an additional $3.5 billion in fiscal year 2022. Regarding full-time equivalents, the Superfund program had 2,585 employees in 2023, a decrease of 274 positions over the prior 10 years. Regarding the number of NPL sites, as of March of this year, there were 1,340 active sites, 459 sites that had been deleted from the list. When we last reviewed the NPL site cleanups, we found that the number of non-federal sites added to and deleted from the NPL generally declined from 1999 through 2013. According to EPA, there are several reasons for the decline in the number of non-federal sites added to the NPL. For example, some states may have been managing the cleanup of sites with their own state programs, especially if a potentially responsible party was identified to pay for the cleanup. The decline in the number of non-federal sites deleted from the NPL was because of the decline in annual appropriations and the fact that sites remaining on the NPL were more complex and took more time and money to clean up. From our prior work, we've identified many factors that can affect EPA's ability to clean up NPL sites in a timely manner. One is that some sites are more technically complex to clean up because of site characteristics. So for example, complicating factors at sediment sites include their large size, the location, tidal influences, multiple sources of contamination, and difficulties related to sampling and modeling at the site. Another is challenges with stakeholder involvement, which can take EPA time and resources to address. For example, stakeholders such as surrounding communities, local governments, and industry may have different opinions and competing interests, and their levels of knowledge of the Superfund program may vary. A third is decreases in agency resources can cause cleanup delays. For example, shortages in EPA regional staffing levels and a decline in state environmental agency personnel can cause delays throughout the Superfund program, from site assessments to completion of remedial action projects. In summary, EPA's Superfund program has generally faced declining annual appropriations with influxes of supplemental appropriations in some years. In addition, the Superfund taxes are now providing additional funding. Our previous work shows that the numbers of new sites added to and removed from the NPL have generally declined from fiscal year 1999 through FY 2013. And there are several factors that can affect the timeliness of NPL site cleanups. GAO has ongoing work for House Majority that is reviewing funding and expenditures of the program, as well as planned work to examine NPL site cleanup status. So Chairman Capito, Ranking Member Whitehouse, this completes my statement. I'd be pleased to respond to questions.